Most people believe governments are controlled by elections, laws, and public speeches. But in the modern world, there is a quieter layer of power operating underneath all of that. Not a secret society, not a conspiracy, something far more practical and far more influential. Artificial intelligence systems that filter information, rank risks, and shape decisions long before any human signs off. Today, governments handle oceans of data every second. Security camera feeds, satellite imagery, weather models, shipping routes, energy consumption charts, financial indicators, airport records, digital communications, social activity patterns. No team of humans can process this complexity at full speed, and that is exactly why AI was introduced. At first, it looked harmless, a tool to assist analysts, a system to reduce workload, a way to detect patterns humans might miss. But then something subtle happened. Assistance quietly turned into influence. In many institutions, AI systems now operate as the first layer of attention. They decide what gets flagged, what gets escalated, what gets ignored. Think of a control room filled with screens, maps, and dashboards. Humans are still present, but they are increasingly reacting to what the system highlights. And when a machine decides what matters, it indirectly decides what actions become likely. In national security and intelligence work, AI can help scan large streams of information. Satellite images of coastlines, borders, or shipping lanes, drone footage over remote areas, radar anomalies, unusual movement patterns. The system doesn't need to understand politics to be powerful. It just needs to identify what looks different from normal. A cluster of vehicles, a vessel stopping in an unexpected location, a signal appearing where it shouldn't. The algorithm flags it, an analyst sees it, and a response begins. The machine didn't make the final decision, but it shaped the agenda. Now picture border checkpoints, airports, passport control, long lines of travelers, and high-speed cameras. In many places, automated systems already assist with identity verification and pattern detection, biometric scans, face matching, document validation, travel histories. None of this feels dramatic to the person standing in line. But behind the scenes, risk is often reduced into a score, a probability, a priority level. That score influences who gets extra screening, who gets delayed, and who moves through smoothly. The traveler sees a routine procedure. The system sees a data point in a large predictive model. In economic planning, the same logic applies. Governments need forecasts to allocate budgets, stabilize prices, plan infrastructure, and respond to shocks. So they rely on models that ingest huge amounts of data: inflation trends, currency movements, employment statistics, shipping delays, commodity prices, and energy demand. Now imagine a room with economists and advisors watching live charts and projections on large displays. Some projections are produced by advanced analytics systems that can simulate multiple futures. If energy demand rises, what happens to prices? If a supply chain breaks, what happens to inflation? If a drought hits, what happens to food costs? AI doesn't rule the economy, but it can shape the decisions that respond to it. During emergencies, the influence can become even more direct. Think of hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes, floods, aerial footage, satellite maps, rescue teams, hospitals, evacuation routes. In these situations, minutes matter. AI-assisted tools can help prioritize where resources go first by analyzing damage zones, population density, road access, and weather projections. That means an algorithm can influence which neighborhoods get help first, which routes are chosen, and which risks are considered most urgent. Again, a human approves the plan, but the machine often frames the plan before that approval happens. This is the core shift. AI does not need to control a government to change how power works. It only needs to control the flow of attention. Because attention becomes action. If a system flags a risk repeatedly, people respond to it. If it doesn't flag something, it may never reach the decision table. This is why AI is so influential when it becomes embedded into institutions, not through loud authority, but through quiet prioritization. And here is the uncomfortable part. These systems are not neutral. Every model reflects priorities. It is trained on historical data, and historical data contains patterns shaped by human choices, incentives, and bias. If the past contained inequality, the model can replicate it. If the past over-policed certain communities, the model may learn that pattern. If the past rewarded certain outcomes, the model may optimize for them again. The system is not evil. It is simply consistent, and consistency at scale becomes power. Now consider accountability. When a politician makes a decision, you can debate it, criticize it, vote against it, or challenge it publicly. But when a decision is shaped by an algorithmic recommendation, where do you point? The system may not leave a speech, a signature, or a clear explanation the public can understand. Responsibility becomes distributed across software, data pipelines, contractors, agencies, and oversight bodies. In many cases, even the operators can't fully explain why a model scored something as high risk. They can only say the system recommended it. Once AI becomes part of the infrastructure, removing it becomes extremely difficult. Processes adapt around it. Institutions rely on it. Staff get trained to use it. Budgets get allocated for it. And soon the system becomes like electricity in a building. Nobody notices it until it stops working. At that stage, turning it off is not just a technical choice. It is a political and operational shock. This is why the most influential AI systems are rarely public-facing. They aren't chatbots. They aren't flashy apps. They are quiet decision engines, dashboards, scoring systems, anomaly detectors, predictive models, automated triage tools. They don't make headlines, but they shape outcomes. They shift priorities. They guide attention. They transform how power is executed, not by force, but by optimization. The future of government will not be defined by a single dramatic moment where machines take over. It will be defined by thousands of small integrations that slowly reshape decision-making. More automation here, more prediction there, more scoring, more filtering, more ranking. Until citizens wake up in a world where the most important choices were influenced long before anyone had a chance to notice. If you want to understand where power is going, don't just watch speeches, elections, or debates. Watch the infrastructure, the data centers, the control rooms, the dashboards, the systems that decide what gets attention. Because the most significant changes rarely announce themselves. They happen quietly in the background while the world is distracted, and by the time they become visible, the rules have already changed.